I mean, you're making me ready, sure.
Oh, well, you're on it now, baby doll, and it's all a part of our thing. Welcome. This is the Bmore Open Podcast. I'm here with Rolanda. Oh, Rolanda, yeah. I know, because you threw me off, man. You know what I'm saying? You threw me off and shit. You leaned on me early in the morning. But yeah, we coming to you with this shoot the shit. And we talking about the situation with GAYLE King, right? And I said her name right?
Well, that's part of it. Y'all know we shoot the shit, so we be all over the place.
So we gonna start off talking about GAYLE King and the Snoop Dogg thing. You know what I'm saying? And if you want to go into, you know what I'm saying, to the whole thing, go ahead.
I mean, and again, at least unless everyone's been sitting under a rock, because it's on TV, YouTube, it's on all social media, it's all over, and it's like it's not even about Kobe's legacy no more. He haven't even been buried. They're not even talking about that no more. But the whole situation with GAYLE, and you know, she asked Lisa Leslie those questions, which like y'all, if y'all saw my video that I put out before, because a lot of people was hitting me up like, y'all gonna talk about that? Y'all gonna talk about that? So I just made that little clip, and I was just basically saying, I think she was definitely wrong, you know, for asking it. Yeah. She was wrong, no matter what. Yeah, she was wrong.
Yeah, those type of questions shouldn't even. Them type of questions shouldn't even been in the equation, because the man is deceased. So you know what I'm saying, they already know what they're gonna ask. Yeah, okay.
Exactly, and then it's like, you know, it was dismissed, like Lisa Leslie said, it was dismissed. Y'all had almost 17 years this man was alive. Y'all didn't ask him not once. GAYLE, you was even hanging with the man. You done broke bread and ate dinner with the man's family. You know what I'm saying? So I felt like she definitely was wrong. But I do believe, and I said this too, I do believe when she came, excuse me, y'all, so y'all can hear all of the notifications in my phone. She came out, I believe her. When she came out and she was just like really upset. She was really upset, and she was saying like, you know, she didn't know that CBS was just going to pick that one clip out of that whole interview. Now, like I said, she still was wrong no matter what. Yeah. But I do believe that she didn't know that they was going to just single out that one clip and put that out for those ratings. So that part I do believe. But with Snoop saying what he said, my problem, the situation that we're trying to talk about or get to is Snoop. When he came out and he was really upset, calling her, excuse my language, all types of dog-faced bitches and, you know, all of that other stuff. I felt this pain. I ain't even gonna lie. And I did cringe a little bit, like, I cringed a little. Yeah. But it was like, he spoke how he felt. And that's how he was feeling. And now all of a sudden, he coming out with an apology. First, he come back with the little small apology, Rome. And you had to see the second one.
No, I seen the first one. I wasn't even aware of the second one until you just told me about, you know what I'm saying, when we was talking. And I just feel like, yo, you said what you said, you meant what you meant, and now I look at you totally different. You know what I'm saying? Totally different. You know and what I'm saying? Like, wow. A lot of his fans wrong. You know, I'm the YouTube, though. I'm on YouTube, and so many of his fans, they going off. They don't have no respect because now you let somebody, this man that came out, I'm going to send you this video. Okay. I couldn't believe it. He's on there like, yeah, I got a phone, GAYLE King. I got a phone call from my mom, and you know, two wrongs don't make a right, and so we should stick together and do this. I'm so sorry. I truly, like, he is going, and like he looked like he wanted to cry. Yeah. He looked like he wanted to cry, apologizing. Yeah. And that's what they doing to our black men. Not only are y'all kicking our black men down, and anybody that gets powerful, you know, they try to find a way to knock y'all down and bring y'all down. Even us that's not celebrities, black men that's not celebrities, that's living here in Baltimore. You know, if you got a man, or speak for yourself, you know, you got powerful men or men that's doing things with themselves, and you always got somebody around trying to do something to bring them down. Yeah. Whether it's a lie, whether it's stealing, or just doing some type of corruption to mess up their business, or is this always something, with them trying to pull out black men down? Yeah. And then here you go, allowing a white man, because like you said, somebody got on him. Yeah, somebody hit him up. Yeah, you know, Oprah got connected with all the white people. Yeah, true that. She, you know what I'm saying? And that's why I seen that when I seen them apologies, and then when you say he made a second one, somebody got up underneath him, you know what I'm saying?
Look at Susan Rice. You're an older white Caucasian woman. You dealing with the feds. Lady, you were security for the president. What do you got to do with this? Nothing. What do you got to do with this? Talking about GAYLE shouldn't be, she's these white people, listen, if y'all watch the MSNBC news, the white journalists, they were on there going off. You have a black lady that's in fear for her life. Man, you got black ladies that's in fear for their life every day. I'm in fear for my life when I walk outside this door. Who protecting and protesting for me?
Every day. You know what I'm saying?
You know what I'm saying?
But you know what? Like the whole thing, the question in hand, like with the whole, you know what I'm saying, with the whole Kobe thing, it's like, you know, I had my opinion about it too. It was like, yo, it was tragic, you know what I'm saying, that it happened to him. You know what I'm saying? But to me, you know, he was a basketball player. He got paid, you know what I'm saying, to play basketball. That was his thing. I lost somebody back in 2009 that really was monumental in my life. You know what I'm saying? Helped me out and helped a lot of other people out in life. And, you know, so what? Just because he didn't have that status, you know what I'm saying? It was like, you know, I'm like, yo, wow.
And see, I'm not, but you know what? A lot of people, honestly, and my brother was getting into it, and I had to tell him, bro, Roland, you got to kind of, like, because Kobe has been one of his, ever since he's been a child. Kobe is 19. My brother is 30-something.
So they pretty much like grew up together. Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So it's like that was like my brother cried, and he cried for days, like in real life tears that he didn't even shed for. And he told me this, bro, I'm shedding these tears, and I didn't even shed tears for my dudes that got killed. Like he felt that pain. Yeah. And I think a lot of people feel the way that you feel as well. And those people are big. My brother was really getting into it with so many people because you have regular, everyday civilians like us who lose people every day, mothers, fathers, children, and we don't get that type of support or that type of, you know, it's not that big of a deal. But I guess, you know, people felt like, damn, you know, people die every day, B. You know, that's
hell yeah,
you know
I was
that's the attitude. That's the attitude that people had. Your brother was like, I guess because so many people, he touched so many, you know, just like Michael Jackson. Imagine, God forbid, Beyonce died. Yeah. I guess because they are so known and, you know, they touch so many people's lives. It's like, and not only that, you know what I think of, I know for me, because I cried. I'm not a Kobe fan. But I'm about to tell you what it did for me.
You're a real sentimental type of person.
And
you know what
so
I'm saying?
That's what I was about to say.
You know what I'm saying? You really a caring. If anybody know Rolanda, she's a real caring person. So she takes a lot on her heart. She wears her heart on her sleeve, like they said. She's very caring. You know what I'm saying? She's a very affectionate type of person. You know what I'm saying?
And I really have to get help with that. Like it's good and it's bad because it's affecting me. I feel other people. Like
but I think that's your purpose, though. You know what I'm saying? That's your purpose. You make so many people feel so great. You know what I'm saying? Like I was explaining to you yesterday, man, and I was just sitting in my car today after I got my hair cut. I was riding back, and I was just thanking people that has been an impact in my life, good or bad. And you was one of the names I call out. I'm calling it, yelling it in my fucking car. You know what I'm saying? And that's one thing that we were saying, too, that we need to, you know what I'm saying, appreciate the people while they are here.
Good segue, Ron. Good segue.
You know what I'm saying?
Segue
you know what I'm saying?
Into that.
Yeah.
You know the segues when we talk about something. Leads into the next topic.
Yeah. So I really believe that, you know what I'm saying, that is something that we need to do, man. You was one of the names I called out, my moms, my father, you know what I'm saying, the good and bad people and everything. And I just yelled it out, man. I just thank y'all. I thank you for being in my life, man. It's like, yo, I was just telling my homeboy, once in my life, I just feel who Jerome, you know what I'm saying, is. You know what I'm saying? I don't, you know, get all in them ruts and stuff, and you know what I'm saying, by talking it out. And you helped me bring that out. You know what I'm saying? And I want to say that to you, you know what I'm saying, before anybody or whatever, yo, I love you, yo, and you has changed my life dramatically, man, to make me, like, really be a man. You know what I'm saying? And I'll be 50 years old coming up in a couple of weeks. And I'm, like, really feeling like being a man and really recognizing my faults, you know what I'm saying, and my things, and not letting that shit keep me down. And like what you always say, and I'll never forget what you always say, Rome is life. And that's how I deal with things now. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And I just want to say that to you, sis. For real, you have helped me a whole lot. You just don't know. You know what I'm saying? With doing this, Be More Open, by just being my friend and everything, you have helped me so much. And, you know, we just take people for granted so much, man, and we don't realize they put in our life for a reason, and we must appreciate them. And I just got to say that I appreciate you and love you.
You got tears in my eyes. You got me crying now. No, but I appreciate that. I appreciate that so much for two reasons. One, because, one reason, because you don't have people. get people telling you how much you're appreciated,
exactly.
And I'm not trying to like toot my own horn, but I know that I'm not perfect. I know I'm a good person, and I try to be that way to everybody around me, no matter how bad I've been treated by someone, or how much I've been defeated. I just try to be that good person. Like I just try to, I just wanna love on everybody. I just wanna love everybody. Like I just want everybody to be good. I want everybody to do right. I just want everybody to be happy. And I don't, even family members, even friends, I don't get, and I consider you now, you are one of my best friends. You are my best friend. Yeah. And I love you too, and I appreciate everything, because just as much as I feed you, you feed me too. Yeah, and that's what friendship and relationships are about. Like, we gotta help each other out. We have to. We definitely have to let each other know how much we appreciate each other.
You know what I'm saying? When we was talking about that a while ago, you know what I'm saying, and then we came into talking about this, like with the Kobe thing, and you know what I'm saying, and everything. I know a lot of people wish they could have said stuff to him, you know what I'm saying, before he passed, and from his daughter's friend, you know what I'm saying, and stuff like that. So it just made me think, like, you know what I'm saying, how, you know what I'm saying, we need to, you know what I'm saying, say how we feel about a person, because I told you about me losing my son's mother back in 2004, and the memory of losing her, it wasn't on good terms, and you know what I'm saying, and never never, got
you was never able to fix that.
Yeah, never able to fix that. So I held that for a minute, you know what I'm saying? I held it, you know what I'm saying? And it don't feel too good, you know what I'm saying? Like a lot of regrets, you know what I'm saying? Even though my mom's was cool when, you know what I'm saying, when she passed away, but it's like a lot of stuff that I realized coming up that I wanted to apologize for and to say that I was sorry. You know what I'm saying? I was sorry for putting you through a lot of that stuff. I was confused. I was young. I'm sorry, you know what I'm saying? And I'm not able to say that, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? So you know what I'm saying? So all the loved ones that's in my life now, man, I just want to, let them know how I appreciate them. I appreciate my son. I appreciate you. I appreciate everybody that God's have in my circle, man, And I was looking at something too. It's like men don't tell other men that they love them. You know what I'm saying? They be with that, that homophobic type, you know what I'm saying? Or stuff like that. It don't have to be no sexuality. Like, I have two friends, man. I tell them, like, me and Robert, I tell them I love them all the time. I have no problem saying. I used to feel weird about it when I do, like, I love you, bro. Like, okay. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Looking around, looking stupid.
But that's because we got to unlearn these effed up learned behaviors that we were taught. Everything we were taught from a child.
Yeah, exactly. You know what I'm saying? And it was like this masculine thing, but you know what I'm saying? I have no problem telling them, bro, I love them. You know what I'm saying? Which I genuinely do. You know what I'm saying? Because, we service each other. You know what I'm saying? We service each other, man, helping each other through this journey called life, man. And I just, man, I really, I got to say it again. You just don't know how, you know what I'm saying? This has really changed my life. Like, I can say the military, when I went in the military, changed me. And then this opened up my life as far as this whole experience with the Bmore Open, man. And I never had a friend like you. And I just got to say that, man. And, you know what I'm saying? It's like, we go through our things. We, you know what I'm saying? We rough like sandpaper some days. And then we smooth like eggs on another day. You know what I'm saying? So, you know what I'm saying?
No, shit. We rough. Look, for me, it ends that day. I don't carry nothing that you might piss me off about, because it's always just something either that I might say or something you might say. It'll never be like, it's just always something that either one of us say that the other might not. Might not like. And it's so funny because, I'll be mad, but I'll let it go. Like, I'm not carrying that on to the next day. Like, whatever.
It's no use. It's no use.
Like, whatever. Let me hear it back a couple hours later.
It's dead energy. You know what I'm saying? Dead energy. Let it go. You know what I'm saying? And I know,
and especially when it's somebody that you love and it's not that serious.
It's not that serious.
It's never nothing that we're harming each other. It's never. It's just agreements that we both kind of stubborn.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, exactly. And that's what it is. You know what I'm saying? We two different individuals. You know what I'm saying? We're two different, and we share different, you know what I'm saying, opinions about stuff. But like you saying, I agree to disagree. But that's what makes us great. Yeah, exactly. You know what I'm saying?
That's what makes us great. We not no yes men to each other. You know what I'm saying? Because if I don't agree with something you say or you're doing, I'm going to say it. And vice versa. You're going to say it as well.
Vice versa. And I think everybody that's listening, man, you need to have people like that in your life, man. And like what we saying, it's like if it's some beef or some stupid shit that's not really like, let it go.
Let it go. And for those of you who holding on to these generational curses and harboring feelings or just harboring things from forever ago. I was just having a conversation with a girlfriend about this the other day. And it's things that was from back, like as a childhood that was being brought up. And it's like, we got to find out what those things is. Yeah. You got to find out what those things is. Because if you're miserable every day, you're just holding feelings or certain harboring feelings towards people. Man. You gotta let it go because you're gonna die unhappy.
Yeah, exactly. You're gonna die unhappy. You know what I'm saying? And I don't understand like with people, like I understand we go through things and everything, but man, I love life so fucking much.
Yeah.
I just thank God every day, man. I had to do that sometimes and when I'm driving, I just scream and shit like thank you, God, thank you. You know what I'm saying? I'm just thank you for everything. You know what I'm saying? Just thank you. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm so grateful to be in this world. And when you said that you was doing that, my pastor yesterday, last night, sent out a text message, a group text, and was asking for us to just yell out somebody, or text the name, so she can yell a name out. Text somebody's name. So that just gave me chills when you said that. Like, she literally just asked us somebody that it was more so like, somebody you want us to pray for, or even if it's yourself, or just want whatever covering for, just scream out their name. And that's what we had to do. And that's what I did. I was driving down Barkley Street, and I just yelled out everybody's whole name that I know that has been an impact in my life. You know what I'm saying?
Thank you, God.
That has an impact in my life for real, because it's like, it's nothing like this, you know, and once we gone, you know what I'm saying? Because I look at these buildings, I was riding past these buildings in the church steeple. I said, that's going to be here when I'm long gone.
Yeah, you know what is it going to be? Yeah, when is that going to be, 50 years from now?
You know what I'm saying? So, you know what I'm saying? So I just thank you, God, for this time that I'm here now and the people that's in my life that I appreciate, you know what I'm saying? That I appreciate, man. You know what I'm saying? Because you can't get a do-over. There's no do-overs.
Not at all.
You know what I'm saying? So there's no do-overs, man. So that's our message we trying to give out to the day. You know what I'm saying? We was talking about Snoop. I think somebody got in Snoop ear. You know what I'm saying?
For sure.
Somebody got in Snoop ear. The powers of politics and that whole messy
and
entertainment world.
And want them fans up on him. Oprah straight called them fans up because she felt threatened. And Oprah on the show crying. Fearful for her life.
Oh my goodness, yo, that is terrible, man.
She on there crying.
That's crazy. You know what I'm saying? That's crazy. Yeah. You know, and then his background, they're gonna flip his background, and
that's what I'm saying. So that's probably why he extra got scared when the right came out with the feds and said something.
Yeah. So you know what I'm saying? Oh, he's gang
Black
affiliated.
People go through this every day. So and I know we're about to end this, but I just want to say this real quick. We do. We go through this every day. Black people go through this every day. And not only that, it's us Black people that we tear each other down more than the white man.
Exactly.
More than the white people. We're the ones effing each other up and effing each other over. Way more than the white people.
It's by design, though, bro. We has been
it's definitely set up, bro.
Yo, we have been so, like, brainwashed and put into, you know what I'm saying? Because I put it like this. I done changed my diet. And I don't watch TV. You know what I'm saying? And my whole thinking pattern is way different. Not to say, you know what I'm saying, I had all with that, man, but it's so much stuff that we are fed. So much stuff, you know what I'm saying, we are made to believe, you know what I'm saying?
And that's what I'm saying. Everything that we know and everything that we do, we are taught from birth. We are taught. We don't have no, like, I don't know. We have to unlearn these learned behaviors. And we have to, and it takes for a person to I guess become wiser, or I don't know what it takes for you to really a person to get to that point and understand that I gotta do something. I gotta change. There has to be better. There has to be different.
Yeah, true.
Tear each other down so much. It's so much backstabbing. It's so much conniving. Like
so much.
I want to cry. Like every day, I just wake up and I hear a different story or somebody. It's just. It's so much.
And like what we was talking about yesterday, remember we was talking about how, you know what I'm saying, how we carrying people, and it's like you can't do that with everybody, and it's sad. You know what I'm saying? Because they take a caring person as a weak person, but that's the strongest person. You know what I'm saying, that can care for an individual that's not really like connected to them, because like with you, you show the kindness and courtesy to everyone you come across.
I try my
you know what I'm saying?
Way.
And my wife does the same thing. And sometimes, I be all ignorant and rude, like, yo, you speak to another damn person. You know what I'm saying?
It can be.
You know,
that's not the kids, and you don't even know them. Why you think
it doesn't matter?
I want to be pleasant to everybody.
It doesn't matter. And when I come out with that type of attitude, I'll be speaking to people, talking to older ladies and stuff like that.
Good?
It feels good. You know what I'm saying? That I'm not like they're not intimidated by me. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm a sick. You know what I'm saying? I'm a 6'3" dude. You know what I'm saying? I'm big. You know what I'm saying? Got a scar on my face. Sometimes I see people be intimidated. You know what I'm saying? But it feels good to be like, you know, they're friendly. You know what I'm saying? But it don't feel so good when it's not reciprocated back. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna lie. You know?
Prime example, y'all. And I know we was gonna shoot this shit, but listen, prime example. Yesterday, it's effective. I'm so nice. I'm being so nice everywhere I go. I'm good morning, good afternoon, good evening. How are you? Like I even might crack a silly joke because I'm a clown. Like that's just me. That's my energy. And it was like I was ordering something. I think it might have been from Dunkin' Donuts, and her attitude was just like, "What do you want? What? With what?" And I'm like, "What's wrong? Are you not feeling good today?" I say that. Perk up a little bit because your energy changed my energy. Because when you giving me that negative energy back, I'm straight going up. My face frowned up like, "What's wrong with her?"
Yeah.
Like, you know, and it makes me change. So energy, I'm telling you, that energy is very contagious. It is. And really, you just looking up to somebody speaking, you don't know how much that can change somebody's life just by saying, "Good morning, how are you today?" You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
People be so lonely and alone and don't have nobody. Man, please.
Yeah.
Continue doing what you're doing because I'm proud of you. Yeah. And if nobody has told you that, I have seen you transform in the last 2 years. Seriously.
Yeah.
Like big time. Big time.
Yeah.
And I am so proud of you.
Yeah,
mentally, physically, emotionally, like everything.
Because when I first met you, I was in denial about a lot of stuff with myself. You know what I'm saying? I was in denial. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I was in denial, but like our friendship has unlocked a lot of, you know what I'm saying, stuff with me because, you know, people don't know that Rolanda talks about a lot of stuff.
Everything.
A lot of stuff, you know what I'm saying?
So for all of you that want to keep being deceitful in my box or in that box over there, so, like, you know what I'm saying? People, I don't care. I talk to them about everything. I tell them everything.
Yeah, we talk a lot, man, and it's like, yo, it's so therapeutic, man, to have somebody that you can talk to that's going to give you their honest opinion, you know what I'm saying, whether you like it or not. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And like, I'm going through some stuff right now that she really helped me a whole lot with it, you know what I'm saying, not to make me feel like I'm a fucked up person.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And it's like, you know, I'm really dealing with it and like getting the grips with it. And, you know what I'm saying? She just sit back, you know what I'm saying? It's like that motherly thing, like, yeah, okay, I hear you. Yeah, man, but such and such, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, but I hear you though. You know what I'm saying? And for real, it's like, I just so grateful to have a person that loved me, you know what I'm saying? We met like 2 years ago and it seemed like we've been knowing each other for forever. You know what I'm saying? And that's why I'm so glad that we did this episode today, man, so I can express to her.
It's doing good.
You know what I'm saying? I can express to her that how much I love her and is grateful to have her in my life.
I love you more, broski. I do. Real life.
You know what I'm saying? But we're going to be back with y'all with a live show. We're going to have a live show this Sunday on Bmore Open Podcast Live. You know what I'm saying? Be sure to subscribe.
Like
you know
and
what
comment and share this. Comment on down below and tell us y'all thoughts, y'all opinions. And even if you got somebody that you might want to shout out or say something to, write it down in the comments.
Exactly. Box. Yeah. Get it out. Get it out today. Call them today. Call them right after you listen to this. Call them up and say, you know what I'm saying, such and such, you know what I'm saying, you know, mend it today. Yeah, mend it today. And with that, y'all, we will see y'all soon. All right, y'all, we out.